It was sprinkling this morning. Welcome, guys. My goal is to lose 10 pounds this month. I actually have not drank for 4 days. That's a record. Audio works, guys. Hey, Sam. Hey, everybody. Yeah, man. Usually I de-stress very poorly. Go drink with my friends. Yesterday I decided to go work out instead. I think I lost a little weight. Wait for everybody to come in. Hey guys, today's gonna be a good one. We're gonna talk about how to bounce back from a big loss. This is something that we will all go through again. Hopefully not, but you know, this is life. This is trading. We are human, and sometimes we fuck up. So I'm gonna talk about how to make sure that when you do fuck up, you don't blow up your entire account. Oh, look at this. Cute dog.
Cheers.
Thank you. Granny brought a dog this time. Let me make up the hill, and then we will start. Whew. How was your day, guys? VISL, crazy ass stock. Same type of play as CEI. It's tiny float, rotated like 10 times. What's under VWAP? Trapped everybody. Shorts. I did not short that. Didn't even fucking think about it. Went long on it twice. Went way under VWAP. So whoever shorted it got killed. Almost there. Almost up the hill, guys, and we'll start. Hope you guys did okay. This is the tough hill here. I worked out yesterday, so my legs are pretty burnt. But it's getting much easier. Just like trading, man. I'm breathing better. I'm more nimble. It's like me taking off a 10-pound backpack that I've been carrying around. All right, I got up here. Didn't feel like I'm gonna die like usual. So my health is improving. Knock on wood. All right. Cool, we are on top of the hill. The hill doesn't look that big, but when you're out of shape, just like trading, if you're experienced, this all seems very obvious. Doesn't mean it's easy. It gets easier. So when everybody says easy money, I expect those kind of guys to be bullshitting. And they probably lost big before. And so they're bragging that's easy when they know it's not easy. It's never easy, guys. There are a lot of easier ways to trade, easier setups, but never fucking easy. All right, guys, we're gonna start. I want to talk about how to bounce back from a big loss. First of all, I want to talk about, I love reading troll messages, okay? And I know everyone said, don't feed the trolls, which I don't reply to them. But reading it is kind of funny, just to see the kind of hate or pushback, or, as an educator, I love reading those. I read those to kind of understand like the mindset of a hater, to see how I can prevent, I guess, new traders from becoming a hater. So the evolution of a hater and a troll is this. They try to do what you do, but they failed at it. So now they're angry at the world because they lost money. Because who would be trolling other people like constantly non-stop, right? Who is like, like, I am a fraud, I am a scam. But dude, you're looking at all my messages every single day. It's like a secret stalker admirer, right? Hey guys. So it's good to see, because I want to help these type of people before they become a troll. And sometimes I can help a troll go back to the good side. And I've helped a lot of people on DM, and they even said, man, I used to hate you and all that. And they apologize to me because they're struggling. And when someone appears to be winning, it frustrates someone that's been losing. But that's the whole human nature thing. It's like there's two ways. If you see someone succeed, you can be happy for them. The type of guy I am is like, if a friend or if someone I know is succeeding, I'm like, holy shit, help me, show me. What are you doing right? What am I doing wrong? Or the other way, fuck them. I'm smarter than you. How can you succeed? How can you make more money than me? I'm smarter than you. I'm better looking than you. You're just a fucking fraud. And so that's how haters become haters and trolls, right? So when you see someone successful, dude, find out how. What are they doing that you're not doing? This is how you learn, you grow. I mean, I can't help the world. No one can help the world, but I can help the people I'm directly in contact with, at least. So all you guys here, you guys obviously want to learn something, so it's fucking awesome, dude. And that's the first step. The first step is give up your ego. Okay? And I'm going to tell you, the ego is what made me lose yesterday. So I'll explain to you what happened yesterday. Yesterday, I had a great morning. Well, great is relative. It's a slow morning. I'm like, fuck, I'm not up enough. I'm only up a couple $1,000. I mean, yeah, that sounds a lot, right? Which it should, but this is the stupidity of the arrogance of what I do. Okay? It's like, oh, dude, it's like, it's robotic to me now. I've been doing it so long. I keep telling people about the process. And so it becomes very robotic. When things are robotic, it's very boring, dude. And it's like, yeah, a spoiled kid, boring, making money. But, it's a job. I just happen to excel at this one job. And, then I get bored. And what happens is this, guys. I always say this. If you break your rules, if you break your process, and you make money, that's the worst type of trade you can do. Because you get away with doing all the wrong things. And so eventually the bad habits will catch up to you. Okay, so that's exactly what happened yesterday. I came in and I did my usual thing, which I've done forever. The process, I made my money by 10:30. Boom, done. Now what? I'm like sitting there like, now what? I didn't make enough money. But that's the thing in trading or in life. You can never make enough money. But when you're losing, you're like, fuck, I should have just never traded. So even if you made $1 million, you want to make $2 million. You make 10 million, you want to make $1 billion. And so the rat race never ends. And so that's what kills most traders, is that mentality. So what happens is they do their process, they're disciplined, and the process spits out a certain profit or loss, right? If I stick to my process and I make money, great. If I stick to my process and lose money, it's okay. That's my process. 9 out of 10 times I will make money, and that one loss is a small manageable loss because that's part of my risk management process, and it's fine. And I've been doing that great for like months. And then this is what happened. The day before, on Monday, I was down on a stock, and then I'm like pissed off because once again I was winging it. Hold on, there's a big garbage truck here. So I'm going to explain to you how the bad habits start, and and the trigger that you should not do, okay? I have in place one of my accounts, smaller account, a $10,000 max loss, max size, 10,000 shares, can't exceed it. And so what happens is this, once again, I was bored. I didn't think I made enough. I stuck my toe into the water, and I'm like, fuck, now I'm stuck. And so I bring out another account, bigger account with no limits to try to fucking make back the money, which I did, right? And I got away with it. I was like, holy fuck. Okay, I muscled that motherfucker down, and I made money. And so that bad habit was like, oh fuck. So that made me very confident. Overly confident. It's beyond confident. I'm going to use the wrong word. It's not confident. It's arrogance, hubris. I was so arrogant because I've been making money every fucking day for like 2 months, man. Hardly ever had a loss. And I thought I could fucking defeat anything. And I was better than the process. And that's what happened, man. So it snowballed to the point where I was actually up on CEI a few times. Locked out, actually took my gains. So when I was down, I was like, fuck, I'm just like, please, just let it fucking play out. Let me cover my shit and get the fuck out and leave for the day. Because I know I was fucking wrong. And I was like, fuck. And so it actually came, it dumped, CEI dumped, and I covered, dude. And then I'm thinking, fuck, is it over? So I went back into the water, and that was what happened. The trap fucking happened. So I broke all my fucking rules. My rule is this: never short. One of the rules is this: never short low floaters that the float has been rotated volume wise after 10:30. Zombie hour starts at 10:30, and CEI was fucking rotated like 10, 20 times, right? And the reason I fucked up is because I did not do my process. My process has a bunch of steps in it. First, research why the stock is up. Know the float. I didn't know what the fucking float was. I didn't even know they did a reverse split because I was winging it. I was making shit on the fly because I was up a few grand that day. I was fucking bored. I was making money every fucking day, breaking the rules, sticking my toe in the water and making money. Felt confident, overly confident to the point of arrogance. Didn't see the fucking warning signs. My tab Alex was on vacation. I was like, fuck, I'm just gonna. So it feels like I got out of prison, right? So having a tab is great for a couple things. The tab keeps you on track. You don't want to be disciplined. What human being wants to be disciplined? If you have work tomorrow, you shouldn't go out and stay up all night drinking with your friends. But if you have a girlfriend or your mom telling you get the fuck home, or your boss saying get the fuck home, you can go, fuck, okay, I'm gonna go home because I gotta work tomorrow. But imagine now if your spouse leaves, your boss is on vacation, you're gonna fucking party all night because you're like, woo, 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 my fucking war. Authority figure over me. My authority figure is my tab, who is Alex. He always fucking like snaps me in reality and reminds me get the fuck out. So now I feel like, okay, I'm gonna go fuck around. So in my head, I'm like, dude, I have this huge cushion. So the cushion starts. This is the cushion game that you should not fucking ever do, man. So you should never think about cushion when you enter a stock. I'm like, okay, I'm up a few $1,000. What's the harm? The worst case, I lose $1,000, $2,000. I'm still green for the day. It kind of, it's entertainment for me at the point, but it's stupid, right? It's expensive entertainment. And then when I started losing, I'm like, oh fuck, I lost all my cushion for the day. But I'm up this week. I can fucking be down today a little bit. Oh fuck, I lost all my cushion this week. Oh, I'm up big this month. I can fucking risk it. Oh fuck, my month of gains is gone. But I'm up this year, this lifetime. You see the cushion game? You see how stupid it is? Your brain is fucking trying to find reasons to support your lunacy. Because you're stupid. At that point, you're just fucking stupid. You're looking for every excuse in the book to try, because you're arrogant. It's the arrogance thing in your head, right? Once you get into that fucking game of making up excuses for your bad behavior, that's what happens, man. It snowballs. It snowballed to the point where, dude, I took the biggest hit I took in a long time. I'm okay from it. We talked about it in MIC. And so whoever wants to know, join MIC. We talked about it for probably 12 hours. So whoever says I'm not transparent, obviously is lying, because I'm doing this IG live talking about it. I talked about it for 12 hours and shared my thoughts with the members. So the point is this. The worst trade you can make is a trade that you broke every single fucking rule and you still made money and becomes a bad habit. So my tab left for a week. I was fucking doing all sorts of bad habits because I felt like, oh fuck man, now I'm free to do what the fuck I want to do. I've been making money. I'm better than this process. And you see what happened, man? Fuck, next thing you know, I looked up and the stock teleported from $5.50 to $9. Game fucking over. Couldn't get out. Tried to cover. It was skipping in quarters, man. It would feel, the thing is, it didn't fucking halt. I don't know why it didn't fucking halt. Did not fucking halt. If it had halted, I would have been able to calm down, reassess my situation, and stop out. But the fact it didn't halt, I was like, what the fuck? It was just crazy. $5.50 to $9 teleportation. So which leads me to today. Of course I took the loss at the top, because I'm like, fuck. I'm down so much. I can either take the hit and live to fight another day, or fucking hold, and whatever fucking goes over $10, $12, and now I'm fucking hurting even more. I should have taken a hit loss a long time ago, but you know, so what happens usually is when you finally take the loss, is always where the sheep takes the loss. Surely enough, $9, because you know what, I held through 9. It hit 950, hit 947. So I'm like, fuck, $10 is gonna come, and each dollar goes up. I'm losing like another 25,000 bucks, right? So I was like, fuck, okay, at least I'm gonna take a fucking loss and make my money back, but I don't want to take $100,000 loss, right? So, you know, that's the same mentality, right? It's like, fuck, it's I call it the max pain level, and that's where you should short. I know all this. The reason they spiked it up because margin calls, broker buy-ins, and just fucking stops getting triggered. I knew where I was going to cover was the top. But what the fuck can I do? I cannot risk anymore. I've lost probably 3 times more than I wanted to lose. And I was like, dude, I still have lots of money left there to make money back. I don't want to get to the point where I was like, fuck, I lose the entire account off of being stupid. I've already lost way too much being stupid. And so it's the market humbles you. It snaps you back into reality very quickly, man. And at that point, I was just like, fuck. Stock tanks from $9 to $6 down to $4 today. Of course, it's probably like a $200,000 swing if I fucking held it, right? Difference between the $9 and $5. So I would have been up a fucking house. So, I mean, it kind of like fucks your head. So what you gonna do about it? So it comes down to this topic today, guys. How to bounce back from a big loss. Hold on. How to bounce back from a big loss. I've been here before, so experience helps me a lot to know that. If you check my Twitter, I post a lot of it yesterday on how one trade, one loss does not define you as a trader. One big win does not define you as a good trader. Just because you made a big win does not mean you're a good trader. Just because you had a big loss does not mean you're a bad trader. Okay? I'm going to tell you the pitfalls, and this is, in my opinion, the hardest hurdle to overcome in day trading, which I talk about a lot, which is you can be consistent for fucking weeks, months. Don't let that one red day knock you out and take away months of hard work, years of hard work, an entire lifetime of hard work. Like BPTH. I know people that fucking, went broke. Guys with tens of millions of dollars fucking evaporated on one trade. Because that's what happens. Even the best trader, if you get into the psychosis, I call it the psychosis, the mental prison, all it takes is one fuck up. So this is why we always talk about having a tab. the tab will slap you in the back of the head and say, get the fuck out. And that's why trading in a professional environment, like a prop trading room, like a trading pit, it actually helps. So if you guys are home trading in a tab, get a fucking tablet and all go on FaceTime or Skype together and mimic the trading pit. Because now what happens is like, dude, if Alice was here, it's like, what the fuck are you doing, Val? I will snap out of it and get the fuck out. Because I was green. I was green. I'm thinking, okay, motherfucker, now I'm going to bank some serious money. I had 25,000 shares short, man. And I was like, okay, I'm going to make 25 grand on this stock. And it fucking instead it teleported. I went from up to fucking getting fucking raped. And you know what, man? I'm okay with that because this is what's going to help me be a better trader in the future. Because, dude, I've proven that the process works, the strategy works. And so it's just now a matter of being the person that executes it. The process works. The operator is the fault. Okay? And so with that in mind, how do I bounce back? So the first day, what you do is you have to vent, man. Let it out. You know, you're gonna go through a bunch of different psychological fucking like ideologies. Like, fuck, the first thing you say is my life is over. It fucking sucks. I suck. I can't fucking do this anymore. Why does this always happen to me? So basically you go through the cycles of pain and suffering. But I've been here so long, I get it out of the way fast, and notice I'm back on the horse today. And I will tell you how you're able to do that, okay? The first thing you need to do is just vent it. You're a human being. Fucking, you need to go fucking vent it. Go to the gym. So yesterday I went to the gym. I felt fucking great. And that's how before I would go get drunk. And that's going to lead to the fucking next issues I have. And then it'll fucking lead into me not working tomorrow. And you know what I'm saying? So now I'm learning to handle my stress better. So that's number one. Everybody needs to vent. But please handle your stress in a positive way. Channel your pain into positivity. Okay? The trolls have channeled their pain into negativity. If they just channel their pain into positivity, they wouldn't be trolling. They might be very successful and someone else would be trolling them. Okay? So I vented by helping the guys in MIC. I was in MIC all day, all night after the market closed from 1 p.m. In actuality, dude, I told the guys how much I lost. I told them all the mindset, everything. I went through all my trades so they can learn not to do what I did. And that's the whole point, okay? The whole point is to educate. It's like, I call it, you either win or you learn. There's no losses. The only loss is if you fucking take the loss, okay? And I was like, fuck, I'm going to use this as an expensive lesson, but it's going to educate other people and myself. Okay? The importance of discipline, the importance of all this. So it reiterates. So I vented yesterday by helping the members out. And then I worked out. So probably 12 hours of fucking 10 hours of this, and this morning as well. So what I did today, I woke up today fucking feeling great. I went to sleep early, had a good dinner, I worked out. I went back to my process. I told the guys, so how to bounce back, okay? How do you bounce back from a big loss? Number one, you vent in a positive way. Positive way. Go to the gym, talk to your friend. That's why MIC is great. Because, dude, we have hundreds of people there, and they're all fucking listening to me. I'm venting. And like, you know, your significant other can't fucking understand. Your friends at home don't understand. No one understands except a trader, dude. If I tell them I'm fucking down this much, well, my friends were looking at me, you spoiled rich motherfucker. It's like, shut the fuck up, right? So no one understands. It's not the money. It's the fact that I'm more embarrassed that I broke my discipline. I'm a very disciplined person when it comes to training like this, but then I get arrogant sometimes, and and it hits me. The market humbles you. So, you know, so for me, it's more of an embarrassment than a money thing. The money I can make back. That's not a problem. And so the first thing I need to do is admit that I fucked up, admit I'm stupid, but, you know, learn from it. And then what do I do next? Go back to basics, dude. So this morning I kept on typing all these rules. to myself. I wrote it to the guys in the room about risk management, about following process. Don't deviate from the process, something like that. And so what happened? Today I did great. I nailed every fucking play, knock on wood. I made back over 10% of my losses. So, I mean, if I keep doing this 10 days, a lot of people want to make back their loss the very fucking next day. But for me, I'm like, dude, okay, I'm gonna get back to, my whole thing is getting back to process. The reason I lost is I broke discipline. I broke my process because I deviated because I was an arrogant idiot, right? So my whole thing is this. So in trading is this, guys. If you have a proven strategy, you build a process around that strategy. So I built a process around it, and that's what we're teaching in MIC. And so the process is, dude, it works phenomenally except for the operator, right? So I'm like, whatever the process spits out as a result is your profit. Whatever the process spits out is your profit. And accept that. That's called taking what the market gives you. The process is like an engine. You feed the engine fuel, and then it spits out the result. Okay? And you must accept the result that gets spit out. The problem comes is you run the process, and the process spits out half of what you want to make. Fuck, that's still fucking up. Because that day is slow, there's no optimal setups. As the operator, you're like, fuck, this engine is not giving me the results I want. But that's not the fucking point. The engine's not supposed to give you the results that you want. The engine is supposed to give you the optimal result if you follow the process. If the process spits out, you're making $100, that's the fucking process. Some days it's $100, and other days it's $10,000. It's up to the process because every day is different setups, different criteria. So you must understand you are not in control of the end result. The process, the engine, okay, it's in control. If you want a bigger result at the end, you must feed the process more size. That's it. More fuel. Fuel is more size, right? And for me, that instead of fucking feeding the process more size, I decided to get rid of the engine and just fucking start trading on the fly. So CEI was on the fly. It was not through the process planning of pre-market that I usually do. If I do not plan shit in pre-market, I shouldn't be tackling this shit with 25,000 shares. That was just fucking plain stupid, right? So once again, guys, you get back on the horse by working your process, okay? And before you even get to this level where you're losing a significant amount of money, you must test your process. And that's what I call paper trading. Start by paper trading. Because what happens is you're going to learn one strategy. In the beginning, don't learn like 5 strategies. You learn like one or 2 max, okay? 1 or 2. Become very good at it. I call it the master of 1. It's better to be a master of 1 than the jack of all trades, okay? Just like Rafael Nadal. He was initially the best clay court tennis guy. That's all he did, clay court. But then eventually over time, he picked up other courts, and now he's winning on every surface. Okay, he started with the master of 1, became the best at it, and then fucking expanded. And that's what the process should be. And so, how you start is you work your process, paper trading, until you find consistency. Okay? Within a month, don't stay paper trading forever. Switch over to real money account within a month. Because paper trading is going to give you bad habits as well. Because feels are instant. It's not real. You have no emotional tie to it. Switch to a real account and trade with tiny size, like 100 shares. I'm just making it up, right? Whatever you want. But tiny. Basically, it's a real live order, which mimics a paper trade. Because at this point, you're basically trading for commission. You're not here to make money by becoming rich overnight, because you need to create that process, an engine. And that's what we teach you at MIC, right? We teach you that process and engine. And so you practice that process. But, so what you do is you trade very tiny size, and then you find consistency. Then you feed the engine with bigger size. So instead of 100 shares, now you move up to 500 shares. And then you find more consistency, because what happens is it's like an engine. You have to refine the engine. It's like a race engine. It's going to break down. It's going to find different courses that you're like, oh fuck, this engine is not optimized for the hills. You see what I'm saying? Or rough terrain, things like that. or for bad weather conditions. So you always have to keep refining your engine, which is your process. The moment you break your fucking process, you're just like every other motherfucker that is trading, just making shit up and trading. And that is what leads to the blow-ups, guys. Because you know what, man, you don't know what's going on, you don't plan for it. It becomes gambling versus like a consistent job. Trading is a very consistent job for me. I make money, knock on wood, like pretty much every fucking day until I get bored and I do stupid shit like try to short or low float shit during the zombie hour because I get bored. Other than that, dude, my process is great. Like today, fuck, I didn't even think about it, because what happens is this: the more you trade, the more you do anything, it becomes instinctual. It's like a reflex. So keep fucking doing it. It becomes a fucking reflex, man. It's like someone throws a ball at your face. If you're a baby, you've never experienced that. So the baby just stares at the ball and gets hit in the fucking head. Over time, the baby gets hit in the head enough times, he has the reflex to move his head out of the way. Same thing with trading, man. You become very instinctual. So what happens is this: fear. I'm always fearful, guys. Trust me, man. The fear doesn't go away, okay? But the thing is this: if you keep thinking about being fearful, you're gonna be fearful. I let my instincts take over. When the market opens, dude, it's all reflex. I actually don't think, I really do not think about anything. It's just fucking, I react, because I already planned it pre-market. Once again, the best time to plan your trades is before you get in the trade. So pre-market, I have all my fucking trades lined out, and that's why I make money pretty much every fucking day. Because I wake up at 4 a.m., I have around 2 hours of prep time. You know what I'm saying? An hour and a half of prep time. So I've laid out every scenario I can. So I know exactly what to do when the stock comes there. I place out my fancy orders and I fucking execute. Like today, dude, it was like fucking like, take a look at the charts. They're all fucking top tick, all of this stuff, because I already pre-planned it with the guys in the room. I drew out my lines. I actually drew out the lines, drew out the circles, posted it to the room, and that's how I got the VISL fucking sick ass bounces. 2 of them. 2 fucking sick ass bounces. You know, I put my orders out. Before it got there, it was probably like over $1 ahead of my fills. But then, fuck, I was like, I put out there, it's called a fancy order for a reason. It fucking hit me. The moment it hit me, it fucking bounced all the way up $1. And I fucking took it. That's it. I took it, and that's it. If I went back to the well, it tanked even more. And so that's why I call it the first bounce, because the first one, the first big move like that, dude, you got to get out. And the second one comes, you better be very, very careful, because it may go right underneath you. So how I bounce back from a trade? Dude, I vented yesterday already. What the fuck? I manned the fuck up. I get back on the fucking horse. I'm not going to cry about, accept the loss. It's my fault. No one else's fault. Notice I never said, oh, it's manipulation. Oh, it's algo. Oh, it's this, it's that. I've never made an excuse. I said, I fucked up. I owned it. Okay? The people that keep making excuses are the people that become a troll. You fucked up. Simple as that. Doesn't mean you're a bad trader. I just fucked up. I had one bad fucking trade. You know, I have 99 other fucking good trades. And so I accepted my fucking loss. I learned from it. I've actually thought about it for 12 hours on how to fix that mistake. I internalized it. I created new rules from it. And I executed today. Going back to my process. Zombie hour hit. Now I'm doing the IG live. I'm walking around. I'm not sticking around. I made nice money today. Money which I make every fucking day. Okay? I should be very blessed, very happy with that. You know? And so I'm back to my process. And that's all I can do. Now, tomorrow comes, I'm going to forget I fucking made that loss. Because it's one trade. It's one trade out of like a million trades I make. And so it's like, dude, on to the next. I don't sit around. I don't fucking, you know, I don't brag about my fucking wins from yesterday or bullshit like that. It's just another trade, man. It's like a guy scoring like 1,000 touchdowns, like Tom Brady. It's just another fucking touchdown. Unless it's a Super Bowl, but you don't see him like, okay, like no big deal, dude. It's like I'm expected to make money. When you make money, I see these guys bragging and shit, and I'm like, dude, you're expected to make money trading. Celebrate a little bit and move the fuck on. And that, you know, that's what I'm saying. So you treat it like a fucking boring robotic thing. I wake up every day, I expect to make money. If you do not expect to make money, don't start trading real money yet, guys. Every day I wake up, I expect to make money because that is the norm. If it's not the norm, why the fuck am I doing this for a living? Okay? I'm not here to gamble. I'm here to make money. And you will get to the point where you're consistent enough where you expect to make fucking money. And by expecting to make money, it doesn't mean you're confident. I mean, not you're arrogant. You're confident in your process. So you work your process, and the process is going to spit out, a result. So bouncing back from big loss, vent it out. Go back to your process. If you do not have a process, you should not be losing that much money. That means you're gambling as fuck. So size the fuck down. Work on your process. Go back to paper trading. Go back to 100 shares. 100 shares. Get rid of your ego to make sure, because what happens is it's back testing. You're testing all this data with small size. Because you know what, man? Why are you testing with fucking real big money? Okay? When you start trading with real money, like bigger size money, that's when you should be confident that you're going to make money. So until you get to reach a point where you're confident, do not size up. Use small size until you are confident. Confidence does not mean arrogant. Confidence means confidence in your process, that you have a working process that will spit out consistent gains. And when consistent gain means this, it's not meaning you make money every fucking trade. It's you make money in the long term, right? It could be measured in a week span, a day span, a month span. You define what it is. For me, I define a day because I'm a day trader. I expect to make money every day. But it's okay if I do not make money because I follow the process. And when I lose, my process is going to spit out a manageable loss on those loss days. But if I keep to fucking doing what I'm doing, it usually comes out to one loss maybe two losses every week, every 2 weeks. Okay, so I got my system down to the point where if I completely stick to my process, I may have like 2 losses every 2 weeks, 2 days, and these are small losses at the most. I was running a very good streak of 3 weeks in a row, 2 weeks in a row, no losses, and that's what made me arrogant. And I thought I could break my own process, and I got fucked. So how do you bounce back from a trade, guys? Is very simple. Go back to your process. If you not have confidence in your process, stop trading size. Work on your process before you get to the point. I broke my process. I lost the money. Okay, so I went back to my process. I figured out it was a mental mistake, mental error. Nothing to do with the process. Okay, any questions, guys? I want to bring someone on and we talk about this. Anybody have a big loss or something to share that we can talk through this and to help you bounce back? Anybody who wants to get on? I want to help someone that maybe had a loss and, or try to figure out what they did wrong. Okay. Naya. Okay, I'm trying to get someone that wants to come on. All right, Trader Hawk. I see your name around, brother. Go split screen. Hey, buddy.
Hey, what's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, man. You at work?
Hey, what's good? Yeah, I'm at work, man. I trade while working full time.
Oh, shoot. All right, tell everybody who you are, what you do, where you're from, all that good stuff.
Yeah, of course, yeah. So my name is Howard. I live in Long Island. I've been trading for.
Oops, you got cut off.
And I'm just right now in my learning curve right now. I'm just trying to get better. And
all right, say that one more, Howard. Your Wi-Fi got disconnected for 5 seconds, so you gotta repeat what you said. Your name is Howard. You're from Long Island.
Yeah, can you hear me now? Sorry about that,
yep,
guys.
Perfect.
Okay,
no problem.
Right, yeah. So I'm from Long Island. I started trading. It's gonna be it's a little over a year. I'm still on my learning curve, and I want to do this full time. So I'm a huge fan of you, Bao, a huge fan of Alex and the whole fam at MIC. I've learned a lot from you guys from your YouTube channels. But one of the things I wanted to come on is to tell you one of my biggest challenges that I'm working on right now is trying to be patient for my setups. And and even if I get into my setups, I leave the trade way too early. That's one of the things.
Okay.
It's like really like that's the
You take
problem.
you take the gains too early. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, I take the gains too early. Yeah.
How is your entries? Your entries good?
Yeah, because one of my setups I like to have is when it's like a descending triangle and consolidating on the 13 EMA, and I'm looking for the confirmation for the uptrend. And then I once it does go on the uptrend, I get scared and I just want to get out because I've had big losses in the past. So that's like my worry and my challenge right now. If that makes sense.
That makes perfect sense. And you know what, man? I have the same problem. My exes are horrible because so what you can do is this, okay? So when you get in and confirm, first thing you do is you can put an OCO order, like a trigger order, if your broker allows it. We have videos on this, but you can Google it and figure out what the trigger order is. A trigger order is this. So when you get in, you can say it's an OCO. It stands for one cancels the other, or it's like one or the other. So you can set an order where either two things can happen. It hits the price you want, and then you get out.
Right.
Or it hits the stop, and you're out. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, yeah.
So but you're under PVT?
Yeah, I'm still very, very low, and like I said, I'm still in the learning curve and still.
Okay. That's what.
And like my other thing is like I trade on my mobile phone, which is really hard. Like, I don't want to make that like as an excuse, but it's very difficult right now. You need to just like try to do the orders and try to go back and forth with making sure that I'm putting in the right number of chairs and looking at the chart as well. So it's kind of difficult. Okay.
This is so you're tracking your trades.
Yeah.
Your trades, if you had just leave it, would it most of the time hit your target?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
mostly
beautiful.
Mostly it does, but the thing is though, when I leave the trade way too early, right? And I leave and then I come back and be like, oh yeah, it just hit my target. Like why couldn't I stay? Why couldn't I stay? It's because of the big losses that I've taken.
Yep.
Has effectively my mind, man. It really has, and that's something that I'm really working on right now.
So I'm gonna tell you that the problem you have is very easy to cure because that's the same problem I had. Because back in the day, the reason I take exits early because I have a very bad habit of because I short and I see these stocks just fall off the cliff.
Yeah.
And so I exit way too early for that. So this is a cure, man. So you're lucky you just started your career. So people are telling you this. I never fucking used a stop in my life prior to this year. Maybe 2 years ago I did, but because no one fucking told me to use a stop. Okay, so I'm saying I didn't even know about conditional orders until last year. I don't use that because I'm sitting at my desk all day long, and it kind of fucks me too because, man, I exit way too early because I'm afraid of the fucking big wash when I go take a piss, when I turn around, when I answer my phone.
Right. Yeah.
So what you need to do is this, dude. Set a stop. Okay, and the stop that you want to. So this is what we teach people that have a job. It's called an OCO, or another word is a trigger order. So when you enter, the moment you enter, you set this OCO. So the OCO was going to do is this. The order says, I'll give you an example. Let's say you buy at $3, right?
Yeah.
And then now you want to sell at $3.20 or $3.30, right? So you set the OC order to sell at $3.20.
Right.
And then the other condition is $2.95 as the stop. And you leave it.
Right. Yeah.
So the moment it hits one, it cancels the other. So you got in the entry, so you just leave it, dude. You go to work and you'll lose your 5 cents because that's your stop. And then you'll make your 20 cents, which is a phenomenal 4-to-1 risk reward.
Right. Yeah. And that's exactly what happened to me today on the LRX. Like immensely, my target was $4, right? I got in at 360. I got in at 364, and I got out at 377. And I was like, oh, okay, all right, yeah. Let me get out right now. Let me get out right now before it goes against me. But if I waited, it would have hit my target, which was at $4.
I'll tell you even a better trick. Okay, so you enter a 360, right? I don't know what it's 364.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so
yeah. It
wait,
was at 364. Yeah.
so the moment it went to 370, 77, right? What you can do is set the OCO order right there. Set the OCO
Okay.
order for six for 369, so that at least you make money, right?
Right. Yeah,
Or
that makes sense. Yeah.
or at 390. So
Okay.
now it becomes what I call a trailing stop, a trailing
Uh-huh.
stop trigger. So now you set the stop in. So
Right.
in the worst case, you make your 5 cents. The best case is it'll go up to $4.
Okay.
See how awesome it is? You wait, and then you
No,
set
it's
the
true.
OC
Yeah.
order, and you can leave. And the thing
Yeah.
is, you have to use a market stop, guys. Don't
Uh-huh.
use limit, because if it gaps down, you're dead. Use a market stop.
Right. No, it
But
does. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, man. And that's something that I will definitely look into doing, because, like, I'm doing everything manually, and I know that there is a lot easy way, you know, to do my orders. I know there is. It's
yep,
just I'm just kind of like a little stubborn. I'm like, oh, all right, yeah, this is what I've been doing for a while. Let me just continue doing it. But I
yep.
know that it's an easier way. I know it is. I know.
It's
It's just
it becomes systematic and robotic, man. I'm telling
right.
I've been doing this for 20 years, and fuck, man, it still fucks me up because I should have been doing that from the beginning. But so
Yeah.
now I'm teaching everybody the right way to do it. So use
Uh-huh.
your OTO order, and if you enter at 360, it hits 370 something. Put in an OTO order at 369 and $4.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, put it under $4 because
Yeah. Yeah.
you want to get out before the other herd.
No, definitely, yeah, definitely, yeah, and that's it. Like, I'm working on that, and I'm stopping to adding more to my losers, which is something that I was struggling to, because, like, I hate losing, dude, and that's part of my personality. But I know that I need to accept losing, you know, as part of a trading, and
So that's what the OCO orders help you do. It
yeah,
eliminates you because you set the bro.
right,
It becomes a robotic trade, right?
yeah,
So
I know,
your entries seem to be very good. It's just your exits, and these are the good problems you're having, bro. People are having problems on losing. You're having problems on making more money. So this is a very positive thing. So always
yeah,
use your stops, man. Use your
uh-huh.
OCO and use your stops.
All right, cool. Bow, man. I can't thank you enough, man, for everything that you've done, you know, for the market community. And yeah, you helped me out a lot for the last couple weeks. And yeah,
What do you do
so
for work, man?
I'm a paralegal right now.
Oh shit, that's
just
cool.
trying to get out.
Yep.
Trying to get out, yeah. So I
So
can do this
so
full
my
time.
advice to everybody is this, dude: keep your day job until you
Yeah.
get consistent and have enough money, right? So
Hmm.
you know it, bro.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's tough.
Because
It really is.
but you know what, man? This is it's a lifelong passion. It shouldn't be an overnight thing. So work on it, and you're there, brother. You're getting there. You're asking all the right questions, man. I love it.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I appreciate it. And yeah, I look forward to meeting you and uh, um, everybody else at
Philadelphia,
the meetup. Yeah, definitely.
Philadelphia.
I'll
All
definitely
right,
be there
man.
for you guys. Take care.
Thanks, Howard.
Thanks
Thanks,
again.
Howard. All right,
Thanks
man.
again.
Well, that's pretty cool. So so that's one aspect of trading. Saying these robotic, and you see how he did it. He has a strategy of how he's entering the trade, where basically, it becomes robotic. So he can set where he wants to get out and stop at the same time. I never even knew the existence of this until like a year ago. So it's crazy, right? It's like what I've been saying. You really don't know what you don't know until someone tells you. You're like, oh shit, I didn't know that. And so this is why having a great community of traders will help you, because there's thousands of people out there that have the same exact question, that found the answer that you're looking for. All right, that was awesome. Okay, time for one more, guys. One more. Who wants to come in? I'll help you diagnose your problem, and maybe, or just to say hi to everybody. Raise your hand. This is a good time to get mentored, man. A quick 10-minute mentoring. Let me see. Anybody wants to get on? Let me see. Or you guys just like to stare at my ugly face? Get Tosh on? How do I get you on? Hatsamada. Okay, Cruz and let me see. Yeah, let me see. Let's add. Let me see. Bring on Mr. Cruz. Hey, buddy.
What up?
Oh shit! What's up, man?
How you doing?
I hope you're not naked. I don't see any clothes on.
Dude, I'm not this is the way you maximize profits. You trade naked, bro.
This is naked shorting. That's basically what you're doing. It's
I'm
fucking
telling
naked
you.
short. Yeah, what's
Telling
up,
you,
brother?
man.
Let's tell everybody who you are and all that good stuff. Where you from and all that.
So I'm Cruz, guys. You guys, I'm sure you've seen me and Bal kind of talk shit to each other in the past, but it's all in good fun. We just have different trading styles. But one thing that I seen that you did this morning, dude, was the notepad where you wrote down your affirmations and stuff.
Yep.
Maybe you could talk about that more, bro, because I do that too, and I think it's really underrated, and I don't think a lot of people do it. And for me personally, I have affirmations voice recorded. So I know you say that like I'm arrogant or whatever, like, but like I have myself telling myself like, hey, like
Positivity. That's what you're saying, right? Positivity.
yeah. So like I just like I'm the best trader, like I got this, things like that. So maybe you could talk about like how you do your affirmations and how they affect your trading, bro.
Okay, that's a great question, my friend. That's an awesome question. And so I guess let me talk about the way you do it and the way I do it. This is my opinion, okay? So this is just my opinion, and once again, my opinion is not the law. So the way I do affirmation is this. I have a big problem with being too arrogant sometimes. So I try to remind myself to stay fucking humble, because if I'm not humble, the markets will humble me, and that's exactly what happened yesterday. And so my affirmations are more of not I'm the best trader, because I don't want to ever be the best trader. Because then if I'm fucking the best trader, what the fuck do I have to learn? So in my opinion, that is the wrong affirmation to do at any stage in your career. Even now, 20 years later, I don't ever want to keep saying I'm the best. What I want to keep telling myself is keep learning, keep being better, keep improving, be better than you were yesterday. Never stop learning. You see what I'm saying? Because if I keep telling myself I'm the best, I'm going to go out and get drunk. I don't need to study. I wake up late because I'm the best, dude. I've fucking been doing this a long time. I'm making money. I don't need to do shit. So I keep reminding myself that, man, there are a lot of hungry cats out there. If you take a fucking week off, someone is catching up to you a week. You see what I'm saying? And so the way I affirm things is I write down the rules. So I'm going to post what I wrote on Twitter this morning. I did it on the IG, but I'm going to post. So it reminds me things simple, very simple things, but it fucking works, man. There's a powerful concept where if you write it, if you say it and you read it, it's one thing. If you physically write it down, but I type it on Notepad, but if you write it down, it gets into your head and it stays in your head much longer. So I write down things like very basic things like risk management. Wait for your fucking line. Don't have FOMO. 10:30 zombie rule. Whatever the rules you may have, write down those things and remind yourself every fucking day to fucking stick to your process. So everything, the affirmations I have is all around my process. I never talk about the results. I never talk about today I'm gonna make money. I'm gonna be the best trader. I'm gonna make money every day. No. Because that's the end result. You need to work on how to get to the end result. And so the affirmations, in my opinion, is to solidify and make it concrete how you are going to become the best trader. So instead of having an affirmation of I'm the best trader, I'm going to have an affirmation of I will not break discipline today. I will not get FOMO. I will use hard stops. I will stop trading during the zombie hour. I will exercise. I will eat right. I will not have alcohol. Whatever it is, versus the result. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, that's a and I don't like I think our we've already talked about me and you like how we talk about this or whatever. But for me, it's just like it's more like I strive to be the best. You know what I mean? Like it's not necessarily I am, but it's that I strive to be that way. And then if you write it down, or whether you write it down or you're listening to yourself, tell yourself do it. Like if you record your voice doing it or whatever, it becomes you telling yourself, and you don't want to lie to yourself that you're telling yourself these things. And so then you got to hold yourself to that standard. So I think that mindset thing is a really thing that's overlooked. I have the guys in my room. I tell them I'm going to go get a drink or something in the morning before the open, but I'm really saying my affirmations to myself or listening to myself. So like I just real quick, I think that's something that's overlooked, and
you're right, dude.
That's
you're
small
right.
that could definitely improve your trading like that. And
I love it, bro. This is a great thing that I want to start doing as well every day. I have not been doing it, and I did it today, as you saw, and it fucking improved my game big time today, because the moment I start reading that over and over, I reassure myself not to be afraid. Because I took a big loss yesterday. Most people would be fucking deadly afraid to start trading again. You see what I'm saying? And so by doing your affirmations, however you do it, I'm not saying your way is wrong or bad. It's just my way. However you want to do your affirmation, whatever it takes for you to be successful and to be grounded, do it. If it's affirmation through talking to yourself and striving to do the best, or an affirmation as in to follow your rules, whatever it takes, man, as long as it's a positive affirmation, then that's good. I hear this a lot, like a vision board. Like people have vision boards, like this is where I want to go in my life. This is what I want to do. And so that's exactly what it is, man. It fucking works, man. And another word for that is meditation. Sometimes you have to meditate before you trade. My meditation, I didn't realize that my meditation is listening to music. And so before the market opens, I'm blasting my fucking music. And then I turn off my music when it starts because it calms me down. Whatever it takes for you to calm yourself down. So thanks, Cruz. This is great. I'm going to start telling my guys to do these affirmations because I'm going to start doing it myself. Write down your affirmation every day, or you can listen to it like you said, whatever it takes, man. But that's a great advice. That's a great advice every day to keep yourself grounded.
Cool, man. Nice to see you out exercising and hitting the gym and everything. So we'll see you next
time. I know,
time.
man. Thanks. That's one of my affirmations. Thanks, Cruz.
See ya, bro.
Good luck, brother. Well, that's awesome, guys. Well, anybody have any more questions? Or I can come off. So those are the two great things, man. OC orders, we talked about, let's review. We talked about how to bounce back from a big loss. Cruz said it right there. I did an affirmation. I didn't even know I did an affirmation, but I guess that's what it's called. And it fucking worked. I'm going to do this every day. Every day. So a lot of the guys in the room have printed out these rules. They printed out these affirmations, printed out what they need to do. And they remind themselves every day through meditation, through vocalizing it, through writing down, whatever it takes. I'm going to start doing this every day. That's part of my process. Before the market opens, I am going to read the same all these rules that I wrote to remind myself so I don't fucking forget. Law of attraction, vision board, whatever it takes. Positivity, that's the key. Positivity. Whew. Bring on Tosh. Hey, Tosh, I'm going to bring you on. This will be the last person. Everybody wants to see Mr. Tosh Bradley. Last time I tried bringing him on, he was naked in the shower. Maybe that's why they want to bring you on, bro. But this is awesome, man. Thanks, Cruz. Daily affirmations is fucking key, man. I didn't realize it. I was never into it because I thought it was kind of wacky. But, man, I realized it fucking works.
What up?
Hey, brother. Are you in the
What's
shower?
going on, guys?
Are you in the shower?
Oh, man, I just got out of the shower, man. I was like, shit, you better not send a request. I got to get a shirt on. What's going on, man?
So Tosh is one of the main guys at MIC, man. So Tosh.